Beautiful. Okay. Um, Week two, path to peace. And what I'm going to talk about today is pertinent to what has been happening in my life in terms of week two. It really is powerful when we start engaging in these group activities and meditations. I personally have been involved with a amazing group for probably the last 12 months now. And you just watch your life go in any direction you want it with the power of collective meditation. So, um, yeah, today I want to talk about change, a topic that is close to my heart at this point in time. And I thought it was really good to bring up because yesterday I was met with a certain event in my life that is the essence of change itself. And I guess when we usually encounter change, our first response is usually to, I don't know, shut down, resist, run away. Uh, Very rarely do we pause and sit quietly, nor do we contemplate that this is anything good. Our programming instinctively, puts us in a fight or flight sort of response, and it initiates heightened awareness. And it's great for those times when we were coming out of a cave and were approached by a woolly mammoth. It has its purpose. And there's a situation in our life where we'll have that visceral response, and it's still needed. Like in certain situations, whether you practice martial arts or you're doing sport or you're in a particular physical situation that requires that. So from a human standpoint, a physical standpoint, there's still relevance to having that response, and we shouldn't just ignore it for the purpose of greater awareness. But I guess the change I'm referring to is more around events that we have an opportunity to go in a different direction, or stop and think about our life as it currently is. And when we surrender to that opportunity, I guess there's a world of possibilities that open up. And that's sort of what I'm getting at um, with this certain change. So, you know, I was met with a particular event yesterday. So that in again, the initial visceral response as a human was to fight or flight, and oh, don't like this, shy away, run away. There's that sinking feeling in your stomach. What's next for me? The uncertainty, it brings about the fear, I guess. So I guess if I look to what is brought about in this particular sessions, is like, well, how do we get back to our true nature and really embrace change? And I guess just sitting back in the awareness of our breath and going within for the answers, and not necessarily just ultimately engaging with the visceral response. So this change in my life, while it's abrupt and will cause disruption and will send me on a completely different path. The benefits and the possibilities and the opportunities that open up as a result of this change are endless. So it's about returning to the point of awareness of the breath, calming the mind, not the emotions, not the body, not the thoughts, etc., and embracing that opportunity and the endless possibilities. So when we go through our meditative practice and I say, breathe in opportunity, expansion, that is the essence of our creativity and our sovereignty, I guess. So these events of change are designed to bring about that response, to return home, to return to that awareness of, or sorry, it's designed to remind us of our true nature, so we can return to that awareness and sit calmly in our own presence and remember that we have the opportunity to create whatever we want. And even though the mind every second it gets, because of programming, we'll put in those doubts, and these tests arise to then okay, do we believe what the programming in the mind is telling us, or do we just take that breath, quieten the mind a little bit, or calm the mind rather, and just be in our own presence? Because when we align with our inner world and our inner presence, then our outer world will reflect that. This is done by acknowledging our true nature. So without further ado, shall we? We'll get into the meditation and place our palms on our lap and close our eyes, recline back into our chair, or we're laying down, slightly elevated, just relax. And as we focus and take our first couple of deep breaths, we just are aware at the point in time that I guess nothing's forever. In a way, this life is temporary and things will change within our life. And we can embrace that change. And when we embrace the change and acknowledge that we are the creators and acknowledge our true nature, then yeah, amazing things happen. So as we take our first deep breath, as we inhale and we breathe through our nose, we breathe in the opportunity and the expansion, the connectedness and the peace. And we bring in that surrender and embracing that change. And we hold that breath and push the air deep into our lungs and our tissues. We are grateful for the changes that arrive in our life and the change that this breath brings about the body as we acknowledge our true nature. As we breathe out all the resistance to change and all the obstacles placed in our path, or perceived obstacles that are placed in our path, the negativity, the old belief systems. We realize them, we release them, and we let them go. And we feel the body being lifted and the weight being lifted off our body. So we just allow our breath to come and go naturally. No resistance, no control. And we just sink into that awareness and peace. Realize and control the things that we can control and to let go of the things we can't. When I say that, I mean controlling the elements of creativity and manifestation. That's a form of control. And when I say let go of the things that we can't control, that's in reference to change. That with an event that is out of our control, that there's no way we can possibly control it, and that's fine. Can't control everything. And these events are part of a plan that are designed for us to make a choice and acknowledge ourselves, our true nature, or we can try and resist it. But ultimately, the events will pop up more and more frequently. So we take another deep breath. Again, breathing in the opportunity and the expansion, the connectedness, and that peace. So we fill our body, a lovely body, with peace and opportunity, and feeling that in our fingertips and our toes. So we feel the essence of change permeate through our body. And the cells are forever changing, producing more cells within our body. Some are ceasing their moment of existence, but replaced by things that are new. Things are always changing. And as we exhale all the obstacles again, and all the resistance to that change, and we just allow things to be. And we feel the weight being lifted off our body, or even lighter now. Blanket of security that protects our vulnerability is being removed. We allow change to come and go. So we breathe and relax normally and allow the breath to come and go. We're always grateful for change. We're grateful for this opportunity to acknowledge who we really are. This human experience to really embrace the changes that are not always comfortable, but to really get used to changing within ourselves. And if we can do this change within ourselves, then we can do anything. Just breathe normally. Don't need to control the breathing. Just allow the breath to come and go. Beautiful breath to come and go. The life force that nourishes our lungs and our body. The oxygen just permeates every cell within our body. So we feel the tingling in our fingertips and our toes, and throughout our body, we scan our body up and down, through the legs, to the thighs, to the torso, to the head, and back down again. We feel this energy surrounding our body, vibrating constantly, like electricity. You may feel numbing in your fingers and your toes and all throughout your body. We're just acknowledging our true nature. So we take another deep breath. Breathe in that opportunity, that gratefulness to change, creativity. We exhale all perceived obstacles and that resistance to change. We're grateful for everything that's been in our life that has served a purpose, but maybe now they don't serve purpose any longer. We can let them go. That's fine. We just return to breathing normally, allowing that breath to come and go. Just sit quietly in the awareness that anything's possible. The mind's thinking of all these endless possibilities and the ability to create out of excitement. That's okay. We can bring it back to the breath right now as we breathe through our nose again, as we expand our lungs and our heart. We breathe out any blockages, any heaviness. So we allow the breath to come and go in regular intervals without controlling our breath. So we focus on our heart now. We can either place our hands on our heart, we're in a prayer position, or just over our heart, or even keeping our hands by our side and just concentrating on the heart. A nice relaxed motion. Just going to confirm our gratitude. Grateful for all the changes within our life. We're grateful for the opportunity to acknowledge this change. We're grateful for the opportunity to go on a different path. And we're grateful for the people in our life that initiate these change, the events in our life that initiate this change. This is the opportunity to grow and expand and realize we can create anything we'd like. Grateful for our friends who initiate this change, our mentors, our peers, our friends that comfort us in those times of need, reassure us that it's okay. You can do it. You can change. Grateful. Thank you. As we open up that channel of gratitude between beings and our friends and our family, our associates, colleagues. We thank them. We wish them also safe journey throughout their life and when they're met with change. We encourage them to look inward, create their own reality, and express that creativity outward and bless the world with their beautiful creativity. And we support them wholeheartedly in everything that they do. So they support us. We're grateful for the experiences and the lessons within our life. Sometimes there's difficult lessons that we have gone through. Sometimes there's easy lessons, we get them pretty quickly, we move on. To tell you what, those difficult lessons that you've managed to accomplish, gee, have you grown? You've expanded beyond could ever imagine. We're grateful for the area we live in, as we've grounded ourselves in this area, this place to be, that we conduct our daily lives. We're grateful for this space, as we're able to sit and acknowledge who we really are in this space. Grateful for the area that surrounds our space, our home. We're grateful for the surrounding town and the people in it. They are closest to us physically. Each embarking on their journey of change, living their day-to-day lives. We're grateful for them and we send them love. We send them the encouragement to change freely and create their own destiny. We encourage them not to worry about the obstacles, perceived obstacles. We expand to our cities. We're a lot bigger in population, and we send love and gratitude towards all the people we interact with in these cities. And we encourage people to embrace change and the opportunity that enables them to be on a different path, one they may not have envisaged, but it could open up endless possibilities that brings them joy. As we expand to our state or province, visiting a larger collection of people, a lot of the time we have to try and blend in with other people's thinking within that state, because we're usually governed by a particular representative that doesn't necessarily represent all the thoughts of the people, but we encourage them to change. We encourage them to embrace change for the good of not only themselves, but for everyone within that state. We encourage our leaders to embrace that change. We're grateful for the job that they do. We understand how difficult it may be at times, but we encourage this change. Expand even more to the country level, similar to the state. Our leaders, we encourage them to change or embrace change rather. When met with difficult situations, we encourage them to look inward for answers and look inward to the heart and act with compassion when initiating change that affects such a large population of people. Encourage them to take those moments, solitude, and look inward and act with loving kindness. We send them gratitude for the job that they do. And we encourage them to be guided by their own divinity, their own compassion. So then we go to the planet level. We collectively join our consciousness with each other. And we encourage the leaders of this planet to embrace change with compassion and goodwill and acting out the goodness to the people of the planet, every person, every being, without exception. We encourage our leaders, when faced with change, to act with compassion and understanding. Grateful for the jobs that they do. Most of all, we're grateful for the opportunity to be part of this lovely planet and every person and every being within this planet. We're grateful for the skies, the oceans, the land, cool breeze, warm breeze, the smells from the flowers, and the beauty that all this planet has to offer. We're so grateful. We send this gratitude to the being of Earth, Mother Earth. Thank you for enveloping us with your energy. Thank you for housing us during this time of the incarnation. Blessings be to Mother Earth. As we expand to our solar system, our galaxy, even beyond our universe, as we expand even further and further, we're grateful for all life and all things within the existence of our universe, seen and unseen. We're grateful for the opportunity to change. Extend gratitude and love to all beings and life within our universes. Thank you for the opportunity to change and the unlimited possibilities that it creates. So just turn the focus back to our own body. We sit back and allow ourselves to receive everything you do for this planet, for your friends, family, and yourselves. Thank you. Thank you for encouraging change within others, and thank you for embracing change within yourself. You are a being of limitless potential, limited choices, possibilities. You create everything within your life with ease. You're wondrous and magnificent. As we go deeper, we relax, let go. Slowly and gently return to our body. Slowly and gently move our fingers and our toes. As we slowly and gently bring our awareness back, we bring all that opportunity and unlimited potential with us into our immediate awareness. As we ground to this plane through the soles of our feet, as we allow that energy to just seep into the ground, we bless the earth that we stand on with gratitude, compassion. As we allow the energy to seep into the ground, I'll count down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Take a couple of deep breaths. May the rest of your day be blessed with the opportunity to embrace change when it comes our way and create the situation that brings us joy. Thank you again for being part of week 2, day 5, Path to Peace, aligning our personality with our true nature. May all your possibilities be endless. Finally, live life, make memories. Bye for now.